Hello, everyone. Gumby and I are here to bring you up to speed on what's been going on this week at CIT. On a personal note, as far as preventing my own personal COVID-19 spread, I can tell you I walked 87,234 steps this week so far. How about you? Did you get a chance to get out there and get some exercise? I know last week was kind of cold and rainy and dreary, right? This week's going to be a lot nicer. I got a deal for you. I will challenge to beat my number, 87,234, if you make a goal for yourself and challenge yourself to meet that goal. All right? Can we do that? Can we call that a deal? All right. As far as CIT, as many of you know and have heard, the feds have established that the PPP and the SBA disaster loan funding is out of funds. What does that mean for CIT? Well, to be honest with you, I don't know for sure. I'm making this video on Saturday morning, and I can tell you that I've been on the phone with US Bank here in Ames and been sending them documents. Does that mean we're funded? I don't know. Maybe it just means we're getting ready for the next round of funding, but we're working on it. This week, I also spoke to the SBA about our disaster loan. All I can tell you there is the SBA told me they will contact me in 2 to 3 weeks. So I guess in 2 to 3 weeks, I'll give you the update. In the meantime, Kim and I have spoken to Senators Grassley and Ernst, as well as Congressman King, asking them for a full funding of the PPP and the SBA loan. Now, I can tell you that personally, I think that the SBA loan is going to be the best thing for CIT. But learning from this lesson of when funds run out, we're going to take what we can get to build with whatever runway we can build. Well, there's one way you can help me on this, right? Amy's going to be sending out emails with links to a letter writing campaign, much like what we did a month ago. And if you remember 2 videos ago, we talked about how Iowa was the #1 state to respond. Let's do that again. Let's reach out to all of our elected officials and say the PPP and the SBA is important to small business. But I'm going to go one step further. All right. I'm going to ask you that after you send out your letters, I'm going to have you call each of the Iowa federal representatives. Now, this is going to take some courage. Courage is defined by one's ability to do something unfamiliar or frightening. So let's muster up the courage and let's reach out and let's talk to our federal representatives and let's tell them our story. Let's tell them how COVID's affecting you. And then let's ask them to support small business by funding the PPP and the disaster loan. All right, so here's everyone's number. I'm going to read these off, but also I'm going to send them to you in an email link, right? Okay, so if you live in the Ames area, Steve King is your congressman. His number is 202-225-4426. If you live in Iowa City, this first name is really important. Abby Finkenauer sits on the Transportation Subcommittee. So if you live in Iowa City, please call Abby at 202-225-2911. Also in Iowa City, Dave Loebsack is in Congress. His number is 202-225-6576. If you live in the Des Moines area or work at the Des Moines shop, call Cindy Axney at 202-225-5476. And then all of us can reach out to Joni Ernst and Chuck Grassley. Joni Ernst's number is 202-224-3254. Chuck Grassley is 202-224-3744. Or he also has a Des Moines number, which is 515. Oh, look at this. My video is being interrupted. Sorry about that. Chuck Grassley has a Des Moines number at 515-228-1145. And again, when you talk to him, tell him your story. Tell him about how COVID is affecting your life, your livelihood. And if you feel so inclined and you can support us, ask them to support small business and fully fund the PPP and the SBA disaster loans. You know, As I was preparing for this video, there were three words that came to my mind: hero, sacrifice, and courage. And as I thought about it, these are all three words that each of you guys need to wear. A hero is a person who is admired for courage. That's you. You wake up in the morning, right? You look at this world of uncertainty, you put on your strong face, you go out there and you do what has to be done. It might be cooking at home. It might be homeschooling your kids, right? It could be helping out your neighbor. It could be doing those online videos that Amy has asked you to do. And maybe it's just navigating the uncertainty of this unemployment process, right? But you put on your face and you go and you do it. That's pretty heroic to me. You deserve to wear that label. Courage. We already talked about courage a little bit, but think about it. All those things I described above, right? So we're talking about the homeschooling, the unemployment, the online training, the social distancing, the helping the neighbor. Some of these things are familiar, some of these things are unfamiliar to you, but you did it, and that requires courage. Wear it. You deserve it. This morning, I emailed US Bank company status report. And that runway that I talk about all the time? Well, we've extended it by 30 days. To be honest with you, it is no credit to anything that I've done. We've already talked about this, right? Every project that I'm working on is on a holding pattern. The credit goes to you and the sacrifices that all of you guys have made. Sacrifice is defined as an act giving up something for the sake of something regarded as worthy. Almost every teammate at CIT is engaged in the unemployment system. And for some, or maybe many of you, you're enduring financial hardship. It was your sacrifice that extended our runway. Thank you for that. I don't know how much runway we're going to need. As I told you a few videos ago, I see my primary responsibility is to build this runway so I can make sure that all of you have a seat on the bus when this economy takes off. Here's the promise I'll make to you. I will keep working on this, but please never forget, if it was not for your courage and your sacrifice, we would not be where we are. For that, Gumby and I want to thank you and let you know that you are our CIT heroes. Semper Gumby.